Have you ever dreamed of escaping the traditional 9-to-5 grind? Of having the freedom to pursue your passions, spend time with loved ones, or simply live life on your own terms without being tied to a paycheck? If so, you might be interested in the FIRE movement. FIRE stands for Financial Independence, Retire Early. It's a lifestyle movement gaining traction, especially amongst millennials and Gen Z, that challenges the conventional wisdom of working a standard career for 40+ years before retiring. Instead, FIRE proponents aim to aggressively save and invest, allowing them to retire much earlier than traditional retirement age, sometimes in their 30s or 40s. Now, the idea of retiring early isn't new, but what sets FIRE apart is the intensity of the savings rate and the focus on building passive income streams. It's not just about saving a percentage of your income, it's about maximizing that percentage, often aiming for 50%, 60%, or even 70%, and channeling it into investments. So why is FIRE resonating with so many people, particularly in the United States? There are several factors. Firstly, the traditional social contract feels broken for many. The promise of a secure job, a comfortable pension, and affordable healthcare is increasingly out of reach. Rising costs of living, stagnant wages, and increasing debt, student loans, medical bills, housing, are creating financial anxiety for a large segment of the population. Secondly, the FIRE movement offers a sense of control in an uncertain world. It's a proactive approach to financial security, empowering individuals to take charge of their own destiny rather than relying on external factors like employers or government programs. Thirdly, many people are reevaluating their priorities. They're questioning the traditional emphasis on material possessions and career advancement, and instead seeking a more fulfilling life focused on experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Let's look at how FIRE actually works. At its core, it revolves around the 4% rule. This rule suggests that you can safely withdraw 4% of your investment portfolio each year without depleting it, assuming a diversified portfolio of stocks and bonds. Simple example. Let's say you want to live off $40,000 per year in retirement. To achieve this using the 4% rule, you would need a portfolio of $1 million. $40,000/0.04 equals $1 million. Now, how do you get to $1 million? This is where the aggressive saving and investing come in. Let's consider two different scenarios. Scenario 1. Traditional saver. Someone who saves 10% of their $60,000 annual income, investing $6,000 per year, and achieves an average annual return of 7%, would take roughly 33 years to reach $1 million. Scenario 2. FIRE follower. Someone who saves 50% of their $60,000 annual income, investing $30,000 per year, and achieves the same 7% average annual return, would reach $1 million in just over 11 years. That's a massive difference. This illustrates the power of compounding and a high savings rate. There are different flavors of FIRE. Lean FIRE involves drastically reducing expenses and living on a very minimal budget in retirement. This requires significant sacrifice but allows for earlier retirement. Fat FIRE involves maintaining a higher standard of living in retirement, requiring a larger portfolio. Barista FIRE is a hybrid approach where you save enough to cover essential expenses, then work a part-time job for discretionary income. The investments used within the FIRE movement typically focus on low-cost index funds and ETFs, providing broad market exposure. Real estate can also play a role, generating rental income or appreciation. Of course, FIRE isn't without its challenges. It requires discipline, sacrifice, and a willingness to live differently than the mainstream. Market downturns can impact your portfolio, and unexpected expenses can derail your plans. It also requires careful planning to ensure your portfolio can sustain you throughout retirement, considering inflation and potential healthcare costs. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term strategy that requires consistent effort and adaptation. To summarize, the FIRE movement is a lifestyle focused on achieving financial independence and retiring early through aggressive saving and investing. It's driven by a desire for control, freedom, and a more fulfilling life. While it's not for everyone, it offers a compelling alternative to the traditional path, empowering individuals to take charge of their financial future. It centers around maximizing savings, investing wisely, and building passive income streams to achieve financial freedom, often using the 4% rule as a benchmark. It's about prioritizing experiences and fulfillment over material possessions, and designing a life you truly love. Remember, this information is for educational purposes only and should not be taken as financial advice. Always consult with a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions.